Hi, it's Michelle Nesky, the Posh PA, and today I'm going to go over the essential qualities that make a successful PA. Becoming a PA is not just about knowledge and skills. It also requires personal attributes that can contribute to your effectiveness in patient care. So let's dive in. But before I do, if you haven't already, smash this subscribe button. You know I'm here every week dropping new tips to help you get into PA school, become a successful student, and a fulfilled practicing PA. Okay, so there are about 6 qualities that I believe create a highly successful PA. And most likely you already have some of these qualities, right? Because you're interested in a career in the healthcare field. And the first essential quality is empathy. You are going to be interacting with patients from a variety of different backgrounds and experiences. And so it's really important to be able to connect with a patient on a more human level, to be able to understand what they are going through, where they came from, and how that is impacting their care overall. It's really going beyond looking at a patient as their diagnosis and treating them more as a human, and really being able to develop that trusting relationship that will ultimately impact their care. So empathy is very important in any healthcare career, specifically as a PA. The second thing is communication. And I don't mean just communication with your healthcare team, although that's really important. I'm also talking about active listening and really being able to communicate complex medical diagnoses in simple terms to both the patient and their families, right? So it's not just the patient, it's also their loved ones and caregivers that really need to understand what is going on in a very complex medical diagnosis, and really being able to break it down for them in a level that they can understand depending on their background, right? So it's really important to have that effective communication, not only with the members of your team, which is super important, but with the patient and their family. It's also really important to continually ask patients what they understood about what you just said and review the information for them so that they can really get a good understanding of what you're saying and what you expect from them in the future. This will really impact their care overall. The next thing is critical thinking. You are going to be encountering complex medical diagnoses in patients that have a lot of different illnesses, right? So you need to have logic, reasoning, and critical thinking to be able to break down what the issues are for each illness and how it's contributing to the overall picture for the patient. Okay, so it's really using that problem-based learning that you got in PA school or that you're getting in your undergraduate degree to be able to go further on and say, hey, this is what's going on with this patient, and break it down into more critical individual opportunities to be able to diagnose the patient and treat them effectively. So that's another one. The next thing is collaboration. Obviously, collaboration and teamwork, super important in healthcare, very specifically in the PA profession. Being able to work with a variety of different people of different personalities is actually going to be one of the hardest things you need to do in your professional career as a PA, because not everybody has the same personality you do, right? And you're going to be working with doctors, nurses, medical assistants, environmental staff. Every single person on the team plays a role in the care of that patient experience and the care of the patient. So it's very important to be able to come together as a team to really be able to give the patient the best experience and give them the best possible outcome. And that means being able to be a team player, pass the ball, be able to stand in your leadership when you are needed, but also be able to recognize that other people have strengths that are maybe not yours, and to be able to pass the ball to them, right? So collaboration and teamwork is super important. The next one is adaptability. Healthcare is always changing. The landscape of care is always changing. There are stressful environments, there are emergency situations, and you need to be able to adapt to them as they come up in a calm and composed manner. The other thing is the PA career, one of the reasons people love it is because of the adaptability and being able to change specialties throughout your career. Part of that is being adaptable yourself and not getting flustered or stressed out when different situations arise. And so maintaining your composure and adaptability, super important in any patient care scenario, but also in your career as a whole. And the final one, in my opinion, is the most important, and that's upholding ethical integrity. So that means patient confidentiality, and really being able to uphold yourself to ethical standards when it comes to patient care. So that's also including in your professional behavior when you're interacting with other professionals, as well as patients and their family members, because ethical integrity is ultimately so important in your career as a PA, but also from a personal standpoint. So those are sort of the 6 qualities that I believe are essential in making a successful PA. You probably have a lot of these qualities already. If not, you should definitely highlight them in your personal statement or somewhere on your application where you can really show examples of how you already have these qualities and how they will make you a successful PA in the future. So really think about that in the application process. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below, and I will see you next time.